Manchester United 2, Leicester City 1. The Community Shield ends in victory for Manchester United. Really pleased with that run out from Manchester United. Got a lot of players, some decent amount of minutes there. It wasn't until the second half where we made some changes. Really pleased with how it went. Warm up before the start of the season. To get all these players fit. The final one, which is crucial for Manchester United. We've seen a fairly strong lineup from Manchester United start the game. Only a couple of changes that maybe the Fellaini one was the only real dubious one from most Manchester United fans. And Jesse Lingard playing ahead of Mkhitaryan. I thought it would probably be Schneiderlin in instead of Fellaini or Herrera, but it wasn't. Manchester United have obviously taken the lead in that first half through a really good goal from Jesse Lingard, a completely different one to what he got in that FA Cup final. That was a great strike in the FA Cup final. This one was it beat a few players and coolly put it in the goal. Fantastic. I know in the past I've given Jesse Lingard a bit of criticism, but he's really starting to prove me wrong in a Manchester United shirt, and I'm so pleased that he's proven me wrong. A bloke who's come through the U team, who I thought was destined to leave Manchester United. He's had a few loan spells away, but has come back. And the last season, towards the end of the season, certainly was getting better and better. He's around, I think he's 23 years of age, probably going on 24 this year, but he's really coming of age. And that was a fantastic goal from Jesse Lingard. We didn't see enough of that last season under Louis van Gaal. And exciting to see, not getting too carried away, but hopefully he can be a 10 to 15 goal a season man over the future for Manchester United. All these other fans criticising Jose Mourinho, saying he'll never give Rashford a go, and Lingard and all these youngsters that have come through the Manchester United ranks. Well, he's given them a start ahead of Mkhitaryan today, and he hasn't disappointed. So where are you haters now? I mean, really pleased. Everyone's excited when a youngster comes through and does well, and I'm no different from that. It was a shame when we conceded that 1-1 just after the half time. Really disappointing with Fellaini for that stupid back pass, which allowed Jamie Vardy to score the equalizer. I don't know what the fuck Fellaini was doing there. He got a lot of criticism on Twitter for starting the game, but he's just not good enough. He's dog shit, and you can't blame Fellaini. Obviously you can blame him for the mistake, but it's Jose Mourinho's fault for playing him because we know he's shit. And it's not his fault that he's getting picked, is it? He can't decide whether he's playing or not, but obviously it's his fault for the mistake. Shouldn't even be in the Manchester United squad, really, for me. But if he is in the Manchester United squad, should be a backup plan late on in a game or in a League Cup game when we need the strength in depth to play other players. Shouldn't be starting week in, week out, and will not start when Paul Pogba is announced, which is imminent, which is great news. But it did look to me, once all the substitutions were made, that it was fizzling out for a draw. Obviously Leicester City making a whole host of changes. I was a bit worried maybe they may just nick it, but obviously Zlatan coming up with that. But a decent header. He said he didn't get too much power behind it, but a decent enough header. I think he's 6'5", so will score plenty of goals in the air from the big man. And it was great to see him get his first proper goal for Manchester United still a friendly for me, but a bit more mean to this friendly than the other friendlies that we've played in pre-season, and we hung on to that victory, and I'm not over the moon, but I'm pleased that we've won. You always want to win whatever game you're playing. I'm not going to get too carried away with this because we've got Bournemouth next week, which is going to be hard, but it's good to see players get minutes under their belt. The winning mentality goes on. You just got to get that winning mentality. You just keep winning and winning, and it will hopefully roll on. Hopefully we're going to see some more improved performances. I thought Eric Bay at the back was fantastic first half, absolutely fantastic. When watching him in that first game against Wigan, I was really impressed with him, but I wasn't getting too carried away. But today I thought that first half, especially first half, he was fantastic. Dropped off a little bit second half, but for me, I'm going to give him man of the match. Also on the left-hand side, Luke Shaw really does make such a difference to Manchester United. And if Louis van Gaal had him last season, we may have improved quite a bit down that left-hand side, because he is I think he's going to be an absolute quality player for Manchester United in the future. And had Riyad Mahrez in his pocket most of the game, which was good to see. The player of the year in his pocket most of the game. You know, Zlatan was quite quiet throughout the game, but he does what he does best. Puts the ball in the back of the net, which is what Manchester United missed drastically last season. Look, we only scored one more goal than Sunderland. So Mkhitaryan didn't get on till the end of the game, which was disappointing. We didn't see more of him just to run down the clock, but we know he's a quality player. We will hopefully see him for the Bournemouth game, because the only downfall was Juan Mata seemed to go off after being brought on as a substitute. Maybe he is injured, and Jesse Lingard's hurt his foot, so we will have to wait and see there. Jesse Lingard did say after the game that it was only, it didn't seem too bad, so hopefully it's only precautionary, because before the game we had no injuries, which was it was just a contrast to what any game last season. I don't think we had a single game where we didn't have any injuries last season. We had probably 2 or 3 per game, so it's good to see. There was no Memphis Depay today. He wasn't even along the substitutes bench. I would like to have seen him come on, but you know, a great workout. We've used 6 substitutes in that second half, so we've given everyone some minutes on the pitch. Hopefully it'll buy us well for that game against Bournemouth next weekend. Anyway, make sure to like the video. Stay subscribed to the channel, because there will be a lot more content coming soon when we bring back the start of the Premier League season next week. I cannot wait for the start of the season. Hopefully it's an exciting one. I will give my predictions on the season and everything else when the transfer window finally closes, because you never know, maybe some more rabbits will be pulled out of a hat. I think Pogba may well be the last signing, but we will have to wait and see there. There may be a lesser name like a Lozano or someone like that, but there's not going to be another big name signing from Manchester United. But the other clubs, the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, and them sort of sides, could still sign some more players. So I won't give a prediction on who's going to win the league, finish in the top 4 just yet. But anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.